You keep staring at the numbers in your bank account as if they're telling you the truth about your future, as if they're reporting something about your worth, your potential, or your place in the world. But those numbers are not the problem. They are not clues, warnings, red flags, or proof that something is running out. They are snapshots of old emotional settings. They are delayed reflections of a vibration you used to practice. If you've been tuned to worry, scarcity, pressure, or proving yourself energy, then of course your reality will echo that. Not because life is punishing you, but because you haven't changed the emotional algorithm you're broadcasting from. Money, at its core, is not paper or screens or balances. Money is a flow of cooperation between you and your inner being. It is a translation. It is the physical expression of the emotional frequency you're tuned into. When you say you need more money, you're really saying you want more freedom, more ease, more choice, more room to breathe. And your inner being has already become the full energetic version of that. Every time you've wished for more, every time you've imagined better, every time you've experienced the contrast of not enough, your inner being expanded into the fullness of abundance on your behalf. That expansion already exists. It's already broadcasting. But you have to tune yourself to the version of you that expects more, not the version that explains why it isn't here yet. This is the part most people miss. Your inner being is already standing in your prosperity. It's already living the freedom, the access, the opportunities, the flow. It's not waiting to see your bank account improve before it celebrates. It's not measuring your progress by your bills or debt or the timing of things. It's broadcasting the vibration of more is inevitable, because that is the truth of who you are. But if you keep tuning your emotional system to lack fear, urgency, or self-doubt, you won't match that frequency, and you can't receive what you're not a match to. This is where the algorithm metaphor becomes incredibly real. Think of your emotional state as the For You page of your life. If you've been worrying about money for years, then life keeps showing you more content that matches that emotion. Delays, expenses, tension, pressure, unexpected costs. Opportunities that don't quite land. It's not evidence that abundance is unavailable. It's evidence that you're subscribed to an emotional setting that doesn't represent your potential. You're tuned to the wrong feed. And yet, the abundance you've asked for still exists. It hasn't disappeared. It hasn't expired. It hasn't been denied. It hasn't been rerouted to someone else. It's been gathering, expanding. It's multiplying in your vortex, that vibrational storage unit where everything you've ever asked for is being held in perfect readiness. The only thing you're doing wrong is tuning yourself to the wrong channel. And that's not a failure. That's a habit. A habit you can unlearn. Money is often the hardest topic because it touches survival, identity, freedom, belonging, and even self-trust. It's the thing you've worried about the longest. It's the thing the world has taught you to measure yourself by. It's the topic with the biggest emotional history. But the bigness of the topic is also what makes it the most rewarding when you shift your emotional algorithm even slightly. Small emotional shifts around money create massive energetic openings, because your inner being is already holding so much abundance on your behalf that even a small alignment from you lets a huge amount flow in. So the real question is not, how do I get more money? And the answer is simpler than the world makes it. Start by dropping the emotional habits that argue for your limitations. Stop saying, it's hard, or it's never enough, or I don't know how to make it happen. Not because these sentences are morally wrong, but because they tune your system into scarcity. Each time you repeat those thoughts, you are practicing the emotional vibration of lack. And your life, like any responsive algorithm, will continue to mirror that back. Your inner being never thinks thoughts like, it's running out, there isn't enough, I can't get ahead. It takes time. It's unrealistic. Other people have it easier. Nothing changes. Your inner being only thinks the essence of your desire. When you ask for more money, your inner being immediately becomes the vibration of freedom, expansion, possibility, comfort, and flow. It hears the desire behind the desire, not the fear behind the asking. It extracts the pure intention and holds it on your behalf. That's why alignment feels so good, because it's the moment your thoughts match your inner being's thoughts. It's the moment you update your emotional algorithm to what's actually true, and when that alignment clicks, manifestations follow. Not slowly, not randomly, not someday, but inevitably. When you begin thinking of money the way your inner being thinks about it, you move into the receptive mode. The receptive mode is where things translate. It's where ideas come, solutions appear, clients arrive, unexpected payments show up, random opportunities flow in, people remember you, offers land. Timing aligns. This is not magic. It's emotional physics. It's vibrational alignment being translated into physical outcomes. So, if you want more prosperity, not imagined prosperity, but actual money in your account, you must begin tuning your thoughts to the emotional state of more is always coming. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to lie to yourself. You don't have to hype yourself into toxic positivity. You just need to choose thoughts that feel better than the ones that keep you stuck. Thoughts like, I'm allowed to expect improvement. I'm allowed to soften around money. I'm allowed to feel hopeful. I'm allowed to believe that abundance wants me. I don't need to know how. I just need to expect more. You'll know you're tuning correctly by the way you feel. You feel lighter, more open, less pressured, more trusting, more relaxed. That's alignment. When you feel dread, panic, urgency, or self-criticism, that's disalignment. But there's no punishment in that. It's simply feedback. This entire journey is not about chasing money. It's about syncing your emotional algorithm with the version of you that already has access to it. You are not meant to suffer your way into prosperity. You are meant to tune into it. Every time you reach for a thought that feels even slightly better, you are updating your emotional settings. Every time you interrupt a scarcity spiral, you're shifting your vibration. Every time you say, maybe things can go right for me, you are turning toward alignment. Your inner being is wealthier than you've ever let yourself imagine. It's not in a symbolic way, but in a literal, energetic sense. It has already collected every bit of abundance your life has asked for. The money you want is already yours vibrationally. The timing, the opportunities, the relationships, the collaborations, they are all sitting in your vibrational bank account, waiting for you to stop tuning yourself to lack long enough for them to appear. You don't earn money with stress. You earn it with alignment. You earn it with mood. You earn it with expectation. You earn it with emotional coherence. You earn it by no longer arguing for your limitations. You earn it by letting go of the habit of expecting the worst. You earn it by believing that things can go right for you, not because you're special, but because abundance is the default state of this universe. And when you finally let that sink in, when you finally understand that your prosperity does not start with effort, but with emotional alignment, your entire relationship with money changes. You stop chasing and start allowing. You stop fearing and start expecting. You stop gripping and start receiving. This is how wealth is created. Not through grind culture, not through self-punishment, not through worry, through alignment. Your bank balance is not your destiny. It is a delayed reflection of an old emotional algorithm. You can update it today. You can choose a different emotional setting right now. You can shift your tuner toward the version of you that already feels worthy of more. You are not asking for too much. You are not behind. You are not blocked. You're simply tuning yourself to a frequency that doesn't match the abundance waiting for you. But the moment you shift even slightly, everything you've been asking for begins moving. You don't need to control the universe. You just need to tune to your inner being's station. It's already broadcasting prosperity. So all you have to do is receive it.